political earthquake has rocked the Labour Party, but it isn't coming from the Conservatives or Reform UK. The shockwave originates from within, as Joe White, the newly elected MP for Basset Law and chair of Labour's influential Red Wall Group, has launched a bold and direct attack on the party leadership. In an outspoken article for The Telegraph, White accuses Prime Minister Keir Starmer of dithering, weakness, and political cowardice, calling for a change in direction. White's message is simple. Stop playing it safe and lead with decisiveness like Donald Trump. White, a prominent Labour figure, criticizes Starmer's overly cautious approach, which she believes has failed to address the pressing issues Labour faces. Instead of relying on lengthy speeches and committees, she advocates for a more instinctive, action-oriented leadership. White argues that Labour is losing support, especially in the red wall areas, where voters feel disillusioned and abandoned. White's criticism comes after Labour suffered major setbacks in the recent local elections, with Reform UK making significant gains. Reform's success has seen them take control of councils in Labour strongholds such as Doncaster, Durham, Nottinghamshire, and Derbyshire. In her article, White insists that Labour needs a major reset, beginning with addressing issues it has avoided for years: immigration, grooming gangs, and the neglect of struggling communities. She calls for public inquiries into grooming gang activities, especially in towns where local authorities have turned a blind eye. On the issue of illegal immigration, White criticizes Starmer's lackluster stance and demands the introduction of digital ID cards, a once controversial idea now gaining traction. She also proposes an audacious policy to write off COVID-era public service debts, suggesting that Labour could take a bold step similar to the measures used during the 2008 financial crisis, when Gordon Brown pumped billions into the economy. Perhaps most controversially, White points to Labour's handling of pensioners, especially with the removal of winter fuel payments for over 10 million people. She warns that this move could be Labour's poll tax moment, comparing it to Margaret Thatcher's disastrous policy from the 1980s that led to her downfall. White asserts that unless Labour reverses this decision, it risks losing the pensioner vote for good. In her piece, White also offers a historical reminder to Starmer, referencing Harold Wilson's successful course correction in 1964. She warns that if Starmer doesn't act decisively now, Labour will continue to lose ground to Reform UK, and the party could face another disastrous defeat, similar to 2019. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage has declared that Reform UK has replaced the Conservative Party as the true opposition after sweeping gains in local elections. Farage celebrated his party's victories, including the takeover of several councils and the defeat of Labour in key elections. He claimed that the Conservative Party is in its death throes, while Reform UK continues to gain traction. In other news, a United Nations judge, Lydia Magombe, has been jailed for enslaving a young woman she exploited for domestic labor in the UK. Magombe, a High Court judge from Uganda, was found guilty of forcing the woman to work as a maid and childcare provider, using her status to manipulate the victim. She was sentenced to 6 years in prison after the court revealed details of her illegal activities.